Assalamualaikum and good evening to my fellow audience. My title for the speech today is Survival in the Ocean. Yearly, there are 1,500 until 2,000 seafarers goes missing every year. Some of them take the opportunity to jump ship for a new life in foreign land. Hundreds are believed to commit suicide, but a small proportion are believed to be killed during suspected intercrew disputes. There are many other reasons people get lost in the ocean, and we should take precautions on how to prevent ourselves from getting lost in the sea. We need to have a mindset of preparing for the worst. What's the worst thing that can happen? Either we are boarding on a ship or when we are sailing on our own. On any sailing occasions, it is important to conduct necessary safety checks to ensure a smooth sailing journey. As with all emergencies, preparation will give you the best odds of survival. If boarding on a ship, there are three main precautions that needs to be go through. First, weather assessment needs to be checked before departing from a port. We need to aim for sunny skies and calm seas when scheduling trips. Second is the safety equipment. Take an effort to locate the emergency exits, fire extinguishers, life jackets, life rafts before the ship sails, and ensure that the ship is well equipped to handle maritime emergencies. Lastly is the track record. A reputable shipping company will have a good track record of adhering to safety regulations and standards. That's what need to be looked at when sailing a ship. When we are sailing on our own, the safety measures are more, such as navigation tools, communication devices, fuel provisions, and maintenance checks. We need to triple check the performance of all the navigation tools. Make sure there are maps, charts, the GPS, compasses, binoculars to help navigate and stay on course. Next, we need to check the ship communication system before sailing. We need to check for satellite phones or VHF radios to contact other vessels or call for help. Emergency communication devices like flare guns must also be on board to be used as distress signals for passengers lost in the sea. The ship needs to have enough fuel for account for unforeseen circumstances. Before setting sails, conduct thorough checks of the ship hull, engine, and other operational system to ensure everything is in perfect working order. Okay, now we may have done everything to prepare for the worst, but sometimes Mother Nature has other plans. Remember earlier that I said that we need to prepare for the worst thing to happen? Your mentality on not to lose hope is also important if you find yourself stranded at the sea with the wrecked ship and empty stomach. There are strategies to control the disaster into a tale of survival. The first priority is to stay afloat. We need to get out of the water as soon as possible. This is because the longer time we are in the water, the greater risk of hypothermia, exhaustion, and drowning. Do not drink salt water as it can cause to severe dehydration. Also, if we are being underwater for quite some time, it can develop blisters, and these blisters can lead to infection. Worst thing that can happen, it can attract bloodthirsty marine predators. Next is to build a shelter to protect ourselves from exposure. Most shipping lines and cruise ships are required to carry lifeboats stocked with emergency supplies and survival guides of shipwreck survivors. Modern survival kits come equipped with an enclosure or roof that passengers can also use to collect rainwater. And that goes to the next step, which is to find fresh water. During stranded, think of any way and use anything around us to collect rainwater. This is because humans can go few months without food but only a few days without water. What if there is no rain? During desperate moments, we can drink turtle or bird blood as their blood contains 70% of water and it can quench thirst better than seawater. Many people thought that we can drink our own pee during thirst, but actually not. We must prevent to drink our own pee as it will cause stress to our kidneys and affect our health. Do not celebrate too soon if there are food supplies. They can run out just in a flash no matter how good we are rationing our supplies. It's because we never know if help arrives on time or being delayed. In this case, we need to start learning how to fish. Fish collects at the bottom of the boats, so we can think to scoop the fish if we are fast enough. If not, we can create a fishing kit using a line of string and a hook made from a piece of metal. And do not forget to attach some bait. The turtles and birds from earlier also can be eaten. Things happen, and we do not want sharks coming to eat us. Sharks don't see human as food, but they do get curious and take a bite. If we see a shark, stay as still as possible and avoid splashing. Sharks are attracted to movement and noise. Try to maintain some distance when a shark starts to approach you. If a shark attacks, keep calm and don't turn your back. Use sharp objects as weapon and aim for its homosensitive areas like eyes, gills, and nose. When it comes to signaling for help, mobile phones are perhaps the most unreliable communication devices for those stranded at sea. They have short battery life, network dependent, and not very good at indicating your signal for help using the following emergency communication devices that are likely on most lifeboats, such as distress beacons, flares, whistle or air horn, flashlight, and mirror. Why mirror? In the absence of any of the signaling devices mentioned, we can always use a compact powder mirror to reflect sunlight in the general direction of potential rescuers. On sunny days, a mirror reflection can be seen up to 10 miles in the sky, enough to grab the attention of a passing aircraft. We almost come to an end of this speech. Before ending this speech, I would like to tell you that the reality of being lost at sea is that your sanity can be the first to go if your mindset is not strong enough. We need to distract ourselves from feeling hopelessness by thinking of friends and family back home, counting stars at night, and concentrating on keeping yourself alive. And there you have it. Always remember that survival is not just a physical feat, but a state of mind. You'll need a bull-headed type of tenacity and tons of dumb luck to survive the dizzying expanse of the sea. Being lost at sea is no laughing matter, but with the right tools and strong will, you can overcome even the most daunting of challenges. That's all from me, everyone. Thank you for listening, and may you get the idea and new knowledge today.